I mean, on? Are we on? They tell us we're on. Welcome to the CCO Pre-Show for episode 452.
452?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we're back. We're brought to you by the wonderful Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/CCO Podcast.
Whether they like it or not.
That's it. And we're testing a new lighting setup because we got invited to Ganbate convention tomorrow.
Gang beating
Convention tomorrow. Saskatoon, August 24th.
I got my cue ball in my sock. I am ready to go.
Yeah, I got my middle finger sock, my fuck sock, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, they tell me it's about anime and gaming.
No, we're done.
Not what we're done. It's just, yeah, okay. So,
of course, everybody's here. We're talking about it tomorrow. What happened 2 days ago?
Yes.
So thanks you all for coming.
Yeah.
That's what's that called where you say the thing that you want to happen and then it happens?
Oh, yeah. What do you call that? Producer Gary is Lazy Guy Gary over there. We got LB today. What do you call it? Manifesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's manifest the pre-show. We've got a winner from last week.
Of course we do.
Of course we do. We've got, hey, have you seen any, I've got this note to specifically ask you because you went to the Bloomborough like promo day thing.
Sure did.
What was it called?
Commander Party.
The Commander Party. How was it?
It's terrible.
Oh.
It's terrible.
Uncle Brando, everybody.
No, the usually those little variants that they kind of throw in for those parties are pretty fun. We really enjoy them.
Yep.
And we've had a good time with some of them. I took the Lord of the Rings one and laminated it, and I carry it with me when I go places, right? But like this one was just, it was unbalanced, and it wasn't very good. And it was really based on kind of luck sacking your way through a game. And it,
because you're really good at that.
Yeah, when you play Plane Chase, right? It can kind of warp games and Plane Chase decides who wins instead of anything else. Same kind of gimmick, but in a way more abysmal, kind of just inevitable kind of way. You know what I mean?
Oh, and not as much. Even if the dice in Plane Chase decide who wins, at least there's variance because you can go plane to plane to plane, and there's like 70 or 80 different planes, right?
Exactly. In this one, there's 7 different spaces on a board. You're probably going to see all of them throughout the course of a game. And then the little card variant things. Unless you're really doing something specific, there is a very clear best one. And if you're not playing the best one and someone else is, you're probably going to lose, even if you are really lucky.
Oh, so that's like the Cole's Notes version of whether or not you should play the Commander Party Bloomborough variant.
Yeah, I mean, it was worth it. We played it with our real decks, and we played it with the 4 precons.
Mm-hmm.
And from that, I learned 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
The variant is, in my opinion, terrible.
Okay.
And my variation of the raccoon deck is way better than the pre-constructed raccoon deck.
Oh, was that last week's or the week's before deck? Was that 450 or 451 episode? I think it was 451, right?
I think it was last week, but it's just
I don't remember.
It's much better because mine has, I counted, I have 37 things that interact with my commander, and the actual pre-con deck has like 20.
Oh.
And I didn't see any of them. I was playing like a gold deck.
37?
Yeah.
If you're new to Magic, that's good.
Yeah, that's several things. Whereas like the pre-con, I played like I had a Tali and a Galta and a Rampaging Baloths.
Any Brash Taunters?
No Brash Taunters.
Oh,
but it's
no
just like all
Brashy
these, just like regular kind of just like real good stuff I ended up playing.
Yep.
And it, like, why? So while the other 3 pre-cons definitely did the thing and were lots of fun, maybe I was just unlucky in draws in mine, but mine was just a little slow. I mean, 1,000,000 mana had nothing to do with it, and then just lost.
For people who like the peeks behind the curtains, maybe the show sounds a lot better now that they unplugged the air conditioner. Yeah! Really good. We should do, how many Commander parties have you been to? 3 or 4?
I can't say all of them.
The Lord of the Rings one, the Bloomborough one. What other ones have you done?
Thunder Junction.
Thundy? What was that one? I don't even remember that one. I didn't go to that one.
I don't remember what it was, but I know I went to it. It was fine. And There was like break the bank. There was like outlaws and
yeah,
lawmen
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. The break the bank one
And
or
there
whatever it was.
was
Yeah.
Eldraine I went to. I don't know if you mentioned that
We
one.
got to do like a little review or a ratings show. Which ones are the best? Because I went to the Lord of the Rings one and it was really good.
Yeah, the variant's actually fun. It gave some strategy and made
You got to like pick a character before you start and then like get special rules whether you like had a ring or not or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Clue was really cool. The Clue one was really neat for
I forgot about that one.
murder it, whatever. So there's some neat stuff out there that I think kind of gets overlooked a little bit because they only show up on one day and you have to ask after a specific time at the store to see if you can have one, especially now that they've changed the rules on when the events can happen. So unless you're like Ozzy and Momo, who collect them, the odds are you're probably not going to see them in the wild very often. Which is too bad because some of them are neat.
Are they like greedy whales that just get like all of them so nobody else can have any? Or do they get like enough so everybody can have one when they go and play?
Like Austin and Momo or the stores?
Yeah.
They have one of each one so that they can play it if they want.
Oh, like one from each of the different parties that there has been.
Yeah,
I understand.
and then the store. The store usually gets enough. We overbooked. We had to move another table into the store last.
Where's that other table when I ever show up late?
Because
you bastards.
You haven't signed up. And by the time you show up, everybody has shown up and been turned away.
Oh, I meant to show up this week, but I was preoccupied.
Yeah, you had something else going on.
It's on a ketamine trip. Holy smokes, I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, we had like 32 or 34 people. I think we turned away like 13 because the store was filled. Oh, yeah, it was very popular.
Gone are the days when the empty store in the mall was right next to the LGS and we could just fill an empty retail store. And if we needed to go and buy something, we'd just go next door to the actual store. Hey, we could eat in there. And it was like closed off from the rest of the mall because like the storefront or whatever, at a certain time, they just like kind of half closed those little roller gates that mall doors have.
Yeah,
that was the best, man.
That was really cool. Or when we could just play in the hallway. That was good too.
I didn't like that because old people always came up and said, hey, what are you guys doing?
Well, it was the same old people every time. So you could tell them a different story each time and see if they picked up on it.
They never did.
They never did. They just kept asking. It was really good.
That's it. So, okay.
Last week's winner, I'm very excited. Because so many people guessed wrong.
Well, I've been giving it to patrons, right? I've been giving it to the Patreon supporters.
But the guessing game is the important. Everybody guessed the crazy methed out Glarb.
Oh, yeah. No, it was
not handsome Glarb.
It was which Glarb would we play, wasn't it?
No, it's which Glarb art was your favorite.
Oh.
There's only one Glarb.
Yeah, I know that.
There's only one
two
Glarb.
arts.
There's two arts.
Okay, well, what do people say?
Everybody guessed it was the methed out one.
Like the showcase one or whatever?
Yeah. There's like the handsome one, the Tinder profile Glarb, if you will.
Yes.
And then there's the Glarb that shows up for the date.
Well, which one do you like?
The Glarb that shows up for the date. Because it's crazy looking.
Is that the one I'm supposed to say?
No, you're the one that liked the handsome Glarb on the thing. You told me that when we were talking about it before the show yesterday.
Yes, the Thirst Trap Glarb.
Yeah.
Glarb Trap.
Man, Glarb is so good.
Yeah.
I have been using that as an adjective, but
Gary knows about Glarb. But the other producers in the studio right now, they're probably like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Why does anybody watch Commander Cookout? These guys are idiots. Why did anybody... Look at LB's in there. He's like,
yeah, they know me in real life. They know what's going on. They understand.
Oh, well. Big thanks to everybody who left a comment and said Glarb. Big thanks to the patrons where we have a winner.
We do.
And you know him.
Do I?
Jesse Wozniczka.
Never heard of him.
New Jesse.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't seen him for a long time. Think he plays Magic still? He must. He's still a patron.
Yeah, he must.
He had a kid.
Oh,
what a sucker.
Well, I don't know if he can afford to play Magic if he has a kid.
Yeah, he probably hates time and money. Yeah. So he had a kid, and now he has none of either.
Yeah, he doesn't have either of those. He doesn't have
to
worry about
it anymore. Yeah. Okay, Jesse Wozniczka. Just get in touch. CommanderCookout@gmail.com. He knows. He's contacted us before. He's probably won before. Probably not.
Nah.
Probably not.
No, he has, because everybody who plays wins.
Oh, there you go. So, Jesse, big thanks for playing. Big thanks for being a patron.
Yes.
We got a new patron we got to thank.
Okay.
Tomorrow, next day. And he's got one of those names that just is a nickname.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Well, it makes it easy.
So his name's like Knob Goblin or
Knob
like
Gobbler.
Mushroom Stamp or something, hey? Yeah.
Yes, it's more magic related.
Carry syphilis. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, if he was a dinosaur and had like the one with the battering ram on their head, he'd be a Pachycephalosaurus.
Yes.
Because, yeah.
Yep.
He's a dinosaur with syphilis. Mm-hmm.
He's probably got spina bifidiosis or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and we've got a deck that you picked out as the head of deck list procurement for Commander Cookout Enterprises. Brando's got us a deck that I'm a little bit concerned doesn't have a win con.
No, it totally does. It's an alternate win con.
Oh, and you said it was a group hug deck on last week's episode.
Yeah, we're doing it.
So
we're trying it. And see, I want to point out,
but that's not a hint for anybody who actually wants to play the guessing game.
Well,
how do you guess the commander? I said that I liked the art in it's a Bloomborough commander, and it was my favorite commander art. Oh, here's the hint. I said in the set review that this is the card that's going to complete my giant or my big card collection. This was the card.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So and then if I don't know if I really like Shrek, so if you've ever seen Puss in Boots,
yep,
he looks kind of like that.
I'll give you one more hint, and this one's really obtuse. If this was the only hint that we gave, I don't know if anybody would get it, but this character is a flower name. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
If I gave you that hint, would you associate that with this character? I don't think you would.
If you gave it to me and I was reading through cards, I'd probably get it.
And I think that I have the hook. Like, I think that I have the why this is and why this isn't a good name for this deck strategy, being Group Hug.
Yeah, Group Hug.
So we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow.
More like Group Tug.
It kind of is. That's what we should call it. You know how people like say Group Slug, where everybody takes damage all the time?
Yeah.
Should we just like petition to?
Just
of course,
group.
we should petition because that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, group Tug is all. We're all pulling in the same direction.
Yes, it does really make sense. I know the producers are all sitting around like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Well,
I'm getting nods.
If they played Magic instead of being just regular nerds,
they
get
really
it.
are. You know what Dragon told me today?
Tell me.
He's got like this cool nickname, Dragon and stuff, and he's like, yeah, I got this cool lightsaber. It makes noise when I hit it against stuff. It was the greatest.
Man.
I just got hit with a so does your wife.
I mean, she does make a noise if you hit her against stuff. That's kind of
Yes.
That's kind of how it
She'd
works.
just have to pastoink my leg this week, though, and I'd be down for the count. So. Yeah, if you know, you know. Okay, well, we're doing this deck. Leave it in the comments. I'll take people that do it in the comments, who leave a comment with the guess for tomorrow's commander, and I'll throw it into like a number generator with patron numbers.
Yeah.
So if you want to play the guessing game, you get entered. If you're a Patreon supporter, you get entered for no extra work, because guessing is so much friggin' work.
Yeah.
And either way, you can get entered. So Brando has fun. I get to say thank you, and we'll do it.
We shall.
Any last words on the pre-show? Episode 452. We're doing this deck. I like the card. I wanted a deck so bad that we can just freaking cheat like crazy, because this guy kind of does a really cheaty thing, but not in the colors that are normally cheaty.
Well, we're gonna cheat, but just like ineffectually.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna cheat, but it's like we get permission, like swingers.
Yeah.
Yes, this
Precisely
is
like that.
Swinger group tug.
Yeah, we're gonna swing and tug at the same time.
Hit our theme song?
Ryan broke his leg.